champion. A motherfucking champion. I ain't never fold, ain't never ran, I ain't take a stand. Held my head high, I swear to God, I did the time. Never drove a bitch, I swear to God, I've been fly.
Hey, yo, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's that life in the pen, hashtag prison talk, hashtag in and out. You know what I mean? It's that 7-1 half a dozen. It's that 7-1 with the devil on it. You already know where I'm from. In Buffalo. Hey, man, listen, man, all y'all been asking for it. Y'all been wanting it. Y'all been wanting to find out. Y'all wanted the experience from a female's perspective. I found somebody who's just, you know, what I say is willing to give me they self, which is more than what anybody can ask for, the experience that they go through. Miss Ebony, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let her introduce herself and tell y'all about herself.
So my name's Evony Capps, and I went to jail. I was incarcerated at 16. I was arrested for murder in the second degree and weapons possession. A little quick of what happened with that was that I was young, 16. I thought I knew everything. I thought I was untouchable. I enjoyed fighting in and out of schools, and kind of got caught up with the wrong friend or somebody I trust. Ended up going to a store, having a fight, and somebody got killed. It was a guy that got killed out of a fight, and I didn't know him. We weren't friends and nothing. It's an unfortunate situation turned into a murder. I killed him because he hit me. You know, that happened. So I get arrested that day. I go to jail. At 16, they charged me with second degree murder and weapons possession. I was taken to the holding center, and my life changed from that point on. That was October 12th, 2005.
Let me ask you, and that situation, when that situation was unraveling, and you realized what had happened in the moment of, you know, and you know, it's a sad thing that young man's life got taken. But you like you're saying, you was in the heat of the moment. You got caught up in the heat of the moment. You know, it happens. But in the moment of all that happening, right, when you realized that this man's life was gone, did it sink into you that a part of your life would be taken away?
No, I was still in the selfish stage of my case. I was still in the stage where, why I'm in jail? What did I do wrong? I was defending myself. I was still in that stage of my thing. So I was more only concerned about me, you know what I'm saying? And not looking at how other people may feel or may think about what happened. I didn't care about nobody. I didn't understand how at 16, he was 23. To when you're 16, a 23-year-old is grown. So I didn't understand why, he was 23, he was a grown ass man. Why did he hit me? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really think about that. I was more being selfish. Like, I don't belong in jail. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't supposed to be here.
Did you have the proper representation, or was it? Did you have a?
I had two very good lawyers. I had Mike D'Amico and Tommy Iwan, which was very good lawyers. So I had a good support system in the lawyer aspect too.
Okay.
I just very grateful that I was one of the people who got incarcerated and had a support system, because I seen people who did not have a support system incarcerated. But I'm just glad that I had a good family and good, you know, people I knew that was going to be there for me.
When you first got locked up, you was in the holding center. What was those months like leading up to you know, your trial and everything?
Them holding center days was different back then, I assume, because I hear different stories about the holding center. I was like, well, I wasn't doing that shit when I was there. But I was locked on a unit with all adults because I had a high profile case. So I was locked in my cell 23 hours a day. Didn't get to go out. I didn't get to go to Alpha. I didn't get to go to the other county. They kept me right on Alpha between Long and Seg. And I was just back and forth between adults. But, you know, I'm 16. I don't know nothing about no drug addicts and nothing like that. You know, I had to learn that stuff, learn how to be a woman with these women. Like, these are drug addicts and stuff like that, because now I got to grow up. So any little piece of wanting to be a kid or anything was thrown out the window, because I had to grow up at that moment. So when I was in a bullpen, and this one girl, she was on drugs, and they took all my clothes, so I had that one you know, the homicide you see on TV, that outfit on. And I
Yeah.
was sitting in the bullpen all day. Like after the case, they put me in the bullpen with all adults. I never was isolated. I was with the adults. And I had on that one outfit. So I was cold. Everybody knows it's cold in there. Got silverfish on the ground. Everybody throwing up shit everywhere. You stuck in a little thing, which is inhumane.
Absolutely.
You stuck in a little thing with no toilet paper and everything. And this, how did I go from coming from a good family, coming from a good household, to now I'm stuck in this dirty cage? I remember she was like, "You want my jacket?" And I'm like, if I was out on the street, I would have I'm not taking that crackhead jacket. I'm in jail now, and I'm like, I'm freezing. Like I'm about to put this dirty ass jacket on. Like everything you say you would never do, you may come to the point where you do it.
And that was a humbling experience for you?
It was a very humbling experience, but I was still at that point. I still was like, "Fuck you!" Like I still had it a lot in me. I still had a lot in me at that point. I'm not even gonna get on here and say, "Oh, at that point it broke me," and I was like, "Oh no." Took a long time for me to say, "All right, maybe I'm gonna sit down and just listen to them for a little bit just to get out." So I'm not gonna get on here and tell you that story that, oh, it changed my life, because the situations cause you to change, not being incarcerated or nothing like that. That can humble you, but not everybody become humble off of it.
That's a fact. You're absolutely right about that.
I think I became more humble when I got out and I didn't want to go back. But in there, you don't see at 16 to 29, I didn't see the in between on, oh, I could go outside and do all this stuff. I still was like, shit, the most they gonna do is say I can't go to the yard and take my packages. You know, my consequences are sweet different out there. When you out here, your consequences are much different. It's back to the cycle of the booking and the stuff. You don't want to go through that again. Having to spread your butt cheeks and cough for women you don't even know. You know,
yeah, that's a fact.
It's degrading to have to be on your menstrual as a woman, and no matter what, you have to take your tampon out and squat and cough, whether things come out or not. You have to do that.
That's crazy. Whoa,
so you can't say, "Oh, I'm my menstrual, I can't squat and cough." No, you need to take your clothes off and squat, open your mouth and squat and cough and whatever it is.
whoa, man, that's crazy. So leading up to that, right? So leading up to sentence, there you got sentenced. How did you feel? What was the feelings, the actions that you knew?
I was very, very numb the whole time. Like I was numb. Like I used the phone a lot. I got a lot of mail. At that point, when you go to jail and you're 16, you become a celebrity of Erie County. So I had a lot of entertainment. You could lay on the ground and talk on the vent upstairs. You could do a lot of stuff. So at that point, I was like still numb and in denial what was about to happen.
Still no feelings, and even after. What about after you got sentenced?
During sentencing, I felt the compassion of his family, and I felt bad at sentencing. The fact that I knew that they were going home to live with the fact someone was gone, and my family, I was going to jail, and they was living with the fact I was going to be gone, hit me.
Yeah, that's right there, because that's two lives. That's two lives being taken.
I was going, and my mom was crying, and he was gone, and his mother was crying. So at that point, it wasn't about me. It was about everyone else that had the hurt behind it. This unfortunate incident.
Absolutely. So now we get past sentencing, and what's the process? Because I know for the men, right? When we go upstate, we go through Wendy. They make us shower, shave us. They shave our hair, got to shave our head and everything. What is it for the woman? Do you go to Wendy, or do they send y'all straight to the prison that you're going to?
So then and now is different. Back then, I sat on Alpha. I got sentenced. 2 days, the guards would be cool with like, "Oh, you on the list to be on the draft?" My mom came to see me. The next morning, I was on my way on the draft. I went straight to Bedford Hills. At 17 years old, here I go on my way to Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, where I'm about to spend the next years here. Bedford is our reception, and it's also for the lifer and the maximum. We only got 3 jails. We don't get to go places.
So, all right. So now when you get to Bedford, What was those first, if you can recollect back that far, what was those first like 6 months like? What was that first 6 months like? What was
Okay, so back in the county, I met some wonderful women who people wouldn't even acknowledge that they are good women. You know, they just have demons and they have shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they was telling me their experience, because these is people who did, 20 years already, came home, now they on drugs or whatever, but they back still doing it. And a lot of them let me know that, listen, you're gonna either hold the fort when you get upstate. So you gonna either make it out of here or you don't. You protect yourself at all costs. That was the advice. So in my head, I'm a fighter from the street. So I'm like, and these bitches ain't about to for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving them what I know. But I had a conversation with a woman and she said, Ebony, I almost didn't make it out. Because watch out in them tunnels, they don't got no cameras. But this is what she experienced. So as I get up there, they got a little more cameras and it's not as many blind spots. So it's not as ruthless as it was when she experienced it. So I pulled up at ICOD, I see the layout, and it looked like a big school. It looks nice, for what you picture on TV. Because we got little flyers, dogs out there, people pushing women pushing their strollers. So I'm like, where the fuck did they take me? You know what I'm saying? It's a campus or something. I don't see the monsters and the demons that's really there when I get off this bus.
Yeah.
Because they make Bedford look like, because it's in Westchester and they got all them rich people and stuff watching. They make it look like, oh, we teaching them how to use dogs and they going to learn how to do hair and they got their kids here. But no, it's not like that. I got off the bus and I was in RCOD and it was all right. We all bunked, like everybody who been on reception. So now with this unit, this is where we got to go see the doctors and everything. But it's just a unit in Bedford that they isolate us until we clear to be in population. You get cleared kind of fast depending on your medical and your stuff come back. I got cleared fast. Now remember, y'all went from locking me in 23 hours a day to now I'm just free and I'm not even 18 yet.
What, real quick, that 23-1, because I experienced a lot of people don't understand. Did that mess with your mind? Or did you feel like being locked in 23 hours out the day mess with your mind? Or mentally did it feel like stronger?
I was still like, I don't care, y'all can lock me in here. Like, I did a lot of confinement time. Because you feel like rebellious against them. Because if I just do what you asked me to do, I became like y'all just, played me. So the 23 hours in the county didn't really bother me because my gate was open. They bringing me snacks through there. I could watch the TV, So in my head, now I know it did affect me. But back then I didn't realize how much it affected me. Because the fact that I could sit in a room right now by myself for hours with nothing on, it will be a problem for a person that didn't experience that.
That's a fact.
I could sit in a room with no TV, no light, no phone for hours and be okay in there.
Be absolutely fine, right? Sitting in a room by yourself is like, and everybody outside think to themselves like, how you do that? So,
but to the regular person, it looked like people losing their mind for quarantine. I find all type of stuff to do.
That's a
fact. Like, shit, I can still go outside. Like we ain't locked down for real, so it's just different.
That's a fact. So now, like you said, they putting you in the dorm, and now you get to run around. So what's going on now?
Now the dykes is like me. All the men, the boy girls liking me. So now I'm like, hey, it's a party here. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get in there. Like, oh, it's not.
So what was that like? What was that like? Did they just come up to you and press you like, yo, what up?
They don't put Snickers and stuff on your bed and stuff. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. They like you gonna figure out what clique or what set you gonna go in. Because now I'm from Buffalo, so I'm already looked a little different. Because they think I'm from the country and that we just some hit country with really bulls and stuff running around. Because we so close to Canada and they think that we just some little hit town. I see that now. Like I see the city people acting a little different. Because we just, it just seems different. But we really just one of the same.
One of the same.
But we are segregated. Upstate and downstate is segregated. Okay. So, you know, but it's not really that much in the female jail because we go more about who prettier sets or who got more commissary sets than more about gang set. We don't have them experience.
Okay, so like you said, you being young, you a beautiful young woman, you coming in there.
Thank you.
And you know the like you said, the dikes is on you. Was it like yo, like niggas was like niggas like yo, listen, nigga, you ain't gonna talk to her, I'm gonna talk to her. Was it like
that's
that?
How they are like that. They will go through it amongst themselves. So you know they'll send you letters and you just depend who gonna choose you or who you gonna let choose you. You know what I'm saying? I knew a few people because I sat in the county so long. So people that went up first, I knew them already.
Okay.
So I had like a little circle already coming up there. Once again, I'm one of the fortunate ones who people know me and I can socialize with people and people like me. So already I had but I've been on a bus with girls who was going up there and couldn't make a friend. Couldn't find a clique to find and couldn't fit in, so it's different type of people. I'm one of the people who people know me personally. I'm just cool. I just always got a crew or something or somebody. But there are some so I don't want to downplay the ones who couldn't find a friend or who sat alone and couldn't nobody just reach out to them. So, it's different type of people jail different. And that's what everybody, your experience, my experience, even both women, we're not going to experience the same thing.
That's a fact. So
I just was one of the ones, and you personally know me, just like, hey, whatever, like, okay.
So when you did you choose somebody to be with? If you don't mind me asking that.
Oh, my life is an open book. Okay. But I'm just making sure my lace don't move because it's quarantine, so everything ain't nothing open. So you caught me at the wrong time. But
your lace good. Your lace good.
Did I find somebody immediately? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Can't remember who. I don't. Like.
Oh, so you didn't pick for like no protection. You just was like whoever was. You thought was
my protection. I got in there, and I'm being honest. The lady taught me how to make a shank, so that was the first thing. Like even though I didn't like that was my crime, I'm gonna make it out of here. Like y'all not gonna do me. And that's how I was feeling.
And what she teach you how to make it out of? Like, what was you thinking when she pulled up and showed you how to? Make a shank, make a gun. Like you was.
I was like, what? Like I'm about to just punch her in her face. So I'm putting my kids in my pocket. What I used to do out here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't need to do all that. Like she like, Ebony, you need to. And I'm like, where am I going? Like, where the freak am I really going? Like, what is my life about to come to? But I can't really say how to make it because, we don't want people going and the first thing they do is make a shame.
You good.
So I'm not going to get into details. We don't want them to think the first thing you got to do is make a shake because you go to shoot. You keep doing, don't get caught. Right. But I made one in RCOD. And I'm like, I don't really need this. Like, I got out there because what she experienced was different. I don't need this. You know what I'm saying?
So
I ain't worried about it.
We hear this in the men's prison. I used to hear this from COs that work in females prison. And they said that, some men's prison is vicious, ruthless, like cutthroat. But they said the females is more vicious than us. Like when y'all go,
because they're malicious. They're very malicious, and we are not. Men are impulsive in prison system, I assume. So I don't want to say nothing I'm saying about y'all as a fact. What I'm gonna say is we move a little different. We didn't lay down for days and came up like I'm dead about to do her. She don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like soon as she about to wake up in the middle of the night, walk to the bathroom, punch her face. We don't have as many stabbings and stuff. Even though I was one of the ones who was cut in prison. Like it's a nice little cut. I'm still cute though. Like in Kim Bella voice, still pretty. But
still got it.
I was not everybody go through that. Being cut and stabbed is not really a big thing. Being sent to shoot and set up with weapons, phones, and stuff is more in our nature. Like they mess up your reputation. They get your book bag searched every time you walk through, and they do stuff more like that. Set you up. They don't involve themselves. That's why they're vicious.
So females just drop letters or try to like set you up, put high stuff where you
IG on your back. You got an IG office. They more like that. They don't involve themselves. So within a man, they know I'm gonna punch you in your face. We both want to lock the hole. What a woman is, you gonna go do 24 months and shoot while I'm out here in population. What's gonna kill you more?
Okay. So
that's their technique. And I'm not gonna get up here and say I didn't do a few. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we gotta survive.
Okay. All right, I was just about to ask that question. Did you have to get greasy like that? Did you have to?
You have to. It's we're gonna step on each other's neck to get out of here.
Okay. And did your first experience in having to handle a situation?
I learned that the hard way. I was always the goofy that keep getting sent to shoot. Like I learned that the hard way. Like it took me about 100 times before I said, oh, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Punch her in her face in the bathroom. Cause I always wanted to just be stupid and do it right there because that's what I know. I know wherever the issue was happening is where it need to be addressed at.
Absolutely.
But what they was doing was they was already there 45 years, 20 years, 10 years. So they already knew what I didn't know. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to shoot 20 times. She and keep like I'm in shoe because she know the cap. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. They're very friendshipy with each other in Bedford. It's different.
Now, during the time there, the first incident that you seen or experienced that had you like, this can't be like life. Like, what was something that seen that made you say to yourself, like, nah?
I was in the back building, and I think I was in 121A in Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, and it was a male officer. I don't remember his name. Little ugly guy too. Thought he was tough. He had like a little complex. He get on the count, shut up, little stupid shit like that all day, just nicking like just being annoying. This is my first time really, because in Erie County they don't got that many men deputies that be on the alpha launch back then. It was always females are catty. We argue with each other, leave it up. But he was like really like trying to use his power as a way to control us that day. And I'm sitting on my bed, and I need a sanitary napkin. And I get down and I walk to the desk. I'm like, excuse me, sir, could I have a sanitary napkin? No. So I'm like, what? I'm about to go to the bathroom. Bad enough, I gotta stop here and get some tissue. So I'm about to go to the bathroom. Now I really gotta ask you for a sanitary because I ran out. And he like, nah, I'm busy. But he on his phone with his feet up. So I'm like, sir, so are you telling me that I can't use the bathroom? He like, I said, that's your right to use the bathroom. But I don't feel like getting up to get you no pads. He said it wasn't in the desk. He had to go to the back. Like, I'm like, don't know what to do. Because I'm thinking, you little motherfucker, like, you ain't tough for real. I'm like, you doing this? I'm a girl. Like, you doing this a pad? Goes to the bathroom. One of the girls had like follow me. She was on her bed too. She just followed me and gave me one of hers. Like, here go a pad. I went. But that experience right there was like, oh, y'all really different.
Damn, that's cold.
You gonna deny a woman a pad? Like, we need them. We have to ask them for them. And that was my first time, like, wow. Because in the county, they didn't really do that. Like, they gave you whatever you wanted just to shut you up. Because most of them workers was high sitting down in the front.
That's a fact.
Just how it go.
So being there, right? What was like commissary, like programs? What was the programs, commissary, school?
So they do you filthy. You can't get a package for 30 days when you coming up there because you're in reception. You can't go to commissary till you clear, but you gotta buy when you was in RCOD. So if you were smart and it was a parole violator, she told you how to shop. Again, somebody told me how to shop. So I knew I wasn't 18. I couldn't buy cigarettes, so I didn't smoke. So you gonna send me to jail? We were around these grown ass people, but I can't buy a cigarette. I gotta wait till I'm 18. Every time they run my name for commissary, they say I can't buy cigarettes. But I'm in an adult prison. I'm charged as adult. I got 15 years, but I can't smoke a cigarette. Like, I gotta go to school. Like, how is this even right? So, I'm going to commissary. They send you these papers and you fill them out and you take them there in the morning or whenever you got a open module. Can't believe I'm even using these terms. I haven't used these terms in so long. And these little 2 years, I try not to use nothing that we said in here. But you have like an open module. So you go to Commissary, you buy your deodorant, your stuff. One thing about back then, you could get a lot of packages. So we got clothes, shoes, Jordans, sneakers. So my mom is doing all. I'm like, Mom, the lady said you can send in her name and I get my stuff. And she just trying to make me happy. Like, okay, I'll send it. I'm sending because I can't personally have a package. But now think about a woman who don't have no family and she don't have no commissary. They don't give you deodorant and stuff. They give you a bar this big, a bar of soap this big, a baby toothbrush as your and a washcloth and a towel as your starter kit. So now me, I have a family that they sent everything and you know what I'm saying? I got money on my books, but baby, the girl next to me don't have it. And I'm a very giving person, so I know I have a ton of people deodorant stuff, but what if I missed one or wasn't there for one? Or you know what I'm saying, or was it somebody like me? Now it's a woman in here with only the 4 pair of underwear and nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the females that don't be having nothing, right? Would the guys take advantage of them, or they take advantage of females in general?
It's female in general. They don't in general. They don't care if you got money or not. Like they gonna take advantage of you. I think because I was one of the big mouth ones, like I always got something smart to say. I'm always talking. I'm always loud. They never really tried me in that aspect as much as they would have tried somebody who was more calm and quiet and they feel like they could get a longer. I got a big mouth, you know. I'm always talking shit, so it's like Caps might get mad and she don't care about the consequences and tell. Did you ever who to do? Huh?
Did you ever see male guards take advantage of female prisoners?
Yes.
That's despicable.
And I have been in the middle of one where it was my friend and we thought it was funny, but in real life he's taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, Ev, come here and tell your friend I like her. And you would do it because you don't realize what you're doing and what's really is really wrong. Because what are you home? Could have 100 women keep coming to jail. You know what I'm saying? I was more the one, Ev, tell your friend she's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like
that. And I know that got to be like a pressure for us being a female with these male guards. And it's like if you don't go along with what they saying,
you lock for the day. You module lock, and you tell other people. You tell the sergeant he don't believe you. Then you label as a snitch. Now they not feeding you. So it's like you just learn to be quiet and fit and just go and slip through the cracks.
You did all your time in Bedford?
I was cut in my face in 2012. I think December. They didn't transfer me until months later because I guess they feel like she was in shoe, so they transferred me like a couple of months later.
Without mentioning no names and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? How did the situation happen? Was it because you slept on somebody?
Jealousy is a big problem in jail. And old OGs who think somebody gonna take their place got a real problem. So it was one of them situations. There was guards involved on both sides. Like we had our own different set of guards that was bringing us stuff. It was a lot involved with that. But it was a lot of lying too. It was a lot of people who really did do something, threw the blame on me because Ed don't really care, because I don't think they thought she was gonna cut me. I think it was just gonna be a fight, which I could go toe to toe with some of the best of them. So it wasn't that, and I was deep in my bid already. I already had my name to fight whoever. I already was who I was. You know, I met a lot of people in prison. A lot of people who are important figures now in the world was, or what, you know what I'm saying? It's people, and I have friends that I talk to today that that are doing life there. I have people who are different and now they got a successful life and we're still friends. You couldn't meet real people in there.
That's a fact.
Now, everybody in there is who they went to jail as. They grow up, and I don't know what they really did. I can't say the truth about somebody else's story. But what I'm going to say is I didn't really like the baby killers, but it was a couple of them that you might come across that you didn't know that you was friends with. Them the only ones I had a problem with, and I'm being real. Like, them the only ones I'm going to start with you. I'm going to bump you because to me, you did something to somebody that couldn't defend themselves.
That's a fact.
You know, but you have women that's in there and they didn't rape somebody and stuff. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You have women do just as much heinous crimes as men. And you know, in my head, my crime ain't bad, even though people have me was in jail for murder. To me, my crime not as bad because I didn't know him and I didn't go out starting anything. You know what I'm saying? It happened, and it was an unfortunate situation.
Now, reflect on this. When you got cut, right? The thought to yourself was what? Like, where in yourself were you at mentally when you got cut? What was the revelation for self when you got cut? You realized, like, okay, damn, like this shit just happened. Something I could have stopped, or it built up to nothing, like planned.
Oh God! When I got caught, I was angry. I was mad at everybody. I feel like everybody set me up. I feel like it was everybody else's fault. I could never find the part I played that could have prevented it. Like
Okay.
it was the blame game with me at that point.
So
Getting older, you learn that in every situation you can change it somewhere before it gets there. It's something you could have did different or changed that could have changed the outcome a whole different way.
absolutely. Hey, yo, man, listen, man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's that Life in the Pen, hashtag prison talk, hashtag and out, man. 7-1 half a dozen, 7-1 with the devil on the end. This is the first part. We got Ab here. She giving it to us. She letting us feel her experiences and everything she going through. So, you know what I mean? We're going to come back with that part 2, take a break, and y'all thank her, man. This is what y'all wanted. This is y'all getting, y'all seeing what's going on. Hold on.